Welcome to another child support video. Today, we'll learn how to use the arrearage calculator available at https://arrearagecalculator.com. The calculator helps you figure out how much arrears is owed in child or spousal support cases, factoring in payments and interest. It breaks down the total arrears owed into principal arrears and interest based on the effective date, payment history, and prior orders. We will go over the arrearage calculator and learn how to calculate arrears in different situations, starting with new petitions, modifications, dealing with credit balances, and handling complex arrears. We will finish with a review of everything. This session will help you understand how to manage support arrears. So let's get started. Here's a quick overview of how to use the arrearage calculator to manage and track support payments for a case. At the top of the page, you enter the basic case details. You can choose how to prorate the first month, either by the number of days in that month or in a year. After entering the information, a monthly log is created where you record each month's support payments. Below the log, you'll see the prorated breakdown for the first month. Once payments are entered, a fiscal record is generated showing the current arrears balance and the balance from the previous month. You can also add notes. Finally, there are print and reset buttons. Let's walk through how to establish arrears for an initial petition. First, enter the monthly support order amount in the designated field. Then, input the effective date of the new order either by typing it directly or using the date selector. Since there is no prior order, you can skip that field. Once the top section is completed, you'll see how the first month's support is prorated. You no longer have to start support on the first of the month to avoid complex math. The calculator handles that for you instantly. Next, input the payments made, making sure they match the corresponding month. This step is crucial for accurately calculating interest. And that's it. The fiscal record is generated along with a text box that provides a clear breakdown of arrears. Let's walk through the columns in the fiscal record. First, we have the month column, which lists each month being tracked. Next is the amount owed column, showing how much support was due for each month. Then, the amount paid column reflects how much was actually paid during that month. The monthly arrears column calculates any shortfall if the full amount wasn't paid. Following that, the principal arrears column keeps track of the total unpaid support over time. The interest charge column follows Virginia's interest laws, currently set at 6% per annum. It also adheres to DCSE policy as to when to assess the interest. This means any unpaid support accrues interest at that rate, and the calculator automatically adds it each month. The interest paid column shows how much of the accrued interest has been paid during that month, helping you track payments towards interest separately. The interest owed column works like the principal arrears column, tracking unpaid interest over time, showing how much interest remains unpaid. Finally, the total arrears column gives a complete view of the principal and interest owed for each month. This breakdown ensures you can clearly see the support owed, paid, and any arrears still outstanding. After reviewing the fiscal record and understanding how to handle initial petitions, let's transition to the next key topic: managing arrears in support modification cases. This step is crucial when there's a change in the order and you need to incorporate outstanding balances and interest from previous orders into the new calculations. Just like with initial petitions, enter the new order amount and its effective date. This is the amount for the modified support order going forward. Next, you'll input the prior order amount, which reflects the amount from the original order before the modification. Enter the total prior arrears, which covers any unpaid support from the prior order up to the last month before the effective date of the new order. Lastly, add the interest due on those prior arrears at the end of the last month before the new order takes effect. This ensures all unpaid principal amounts and interest are properly carried over. To recap, In this case, the prior support order of $275 per month was updated to $500 per month, with an effective date of February 6, 2024. By January 31, 2024, the last day before the new order took effect, there was $2,500 in principal arrears, along with $275 in accrued interest. Let's go over how the first month's prorated amount is calculated for February 2024, based on the change in the support order. Since the new order became effective on February 6th, we prorate the month using both the prior and new order amounts. From February 1st to February 5th, the prior order amount of $275 is used. This gives us a daily rate or per diem of $9.48, which totals $47.40 for the first 5 days of February. Starting from February 6th, the new order amount of $500 kicks in. For the remaining 24 days of the month, the per diem is $17.24, which totals $413.76. By combining these two amounts, the total support owed for February is $461.16. This prorated approach ensures accurate calculation of support based on the change in order mid-month. Let's go over an important step again. Once you enter the information at the top, the monthly log is automatically generated. This part is crucial. If no payments have been made, you still need to enter a 0 for at least one of the months in order to generate the fiscal record. If you don't enter any amount, even a 0, the fiscal record won't generate. In this example, there have been 3 payments: $75 in February, $300 in June, and $125 in September. These amounts will ensure the fiscal record is created, tracking both payments and any outstanding arrears. Now that we've covered the basics, let's put the arrearage calculator to work on more complex scenarios, including credits and multiple guideline calculations. So, how do you handle a situation where things change between the effective date and the trial date? For instance, a child may emancipate, one of the parents could switch jobs, or daycare costs might change. Basically, life happens. We'll look at how to manage these changing circumstances with the arrearage calculator, ensuring that you account for all adjustments accurately. In this scenario, the court entered a temporary child support order on February 6, 2023, requiring John to pay Lisa $500 monthly. Since then, the case has been delayed until it's finally heard in September 2024. Life changes have occurred during this time. One of the children emancipated in June 2023, so the child support amount was lowered to $375 starting July 1, 2023. Then, Lisa and Frank had a new baby in November 2023, and child support was raised to $425 effective December 1, 2023. Finally, John received a significant pay raise in June 2024, which increased the child support to $750 beginning July 1, 2024. With the arrearage calculator, it's easy to handle these changes. Simply update the new support amounts in the fiscal record at the appropriate dates, and the new amounts will cascade down the column automatically, changing the data in the other columns as it goes. Now that we've covered complex calculations involving changes in support amounts, let's shift our focus to handling credits in the arrearage calculator. Whether dealing with overpayments or other credits, the calculator makes it easy to accurately apply these adjustments to the overall balance. Understanding credit balances in child support calculations for professionals. As professionals working with child support calculators, understanding the credit balance process is essential for accurately managing payments and arrears. A credit balance occurs when a non-custodial parent pays more than their required monthly obligation. This extra payment isn't lost or ignored. It creates a credit that impacts future calculations. The role of overpayments in the calculation making. When an overpayment is made, the credit balance that results is automatically carried forward. This credit reduces the amount owed in subsequent months. For example, if a parent is required to pay $500 but submits $700, that $200 surplus becomes a credit. The next time a payment is due, the calculator will automatically apply this $200, meaning the parent will only need to pay $300 to meet their obligation for the following month. This process ensures the system is always up to date with actual financial contributions, accurately reflecting any overpayments made by the parent. Credit balances and fiscal record impact. In the calculator, the credit balance appears as negative arrears. This is because the parent has paid more than owed, and the surplus works in their favor by reducing future obligations. The system adjusts accordingly, keeping the fiscal record accurate and consistent. From a professional standpoint, it's crucial to monitor how these credits influence the total arrears. Each month, the fiscal record will subtract the credit from the amount due, and this adjustment will continue until the credit is fully applied. It's also important to note that credits can span multiple months if the overpayment is large enough. With these tools and techniques, you're now equipped to handle even the most challenging child support cases confidently. Keep applying what you've learned, and you'll find managing arrears and support obligations becomes smoother and more efficient every step of the way. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.